host Oraldo for It's Tejano Time,
And I'm Nemo with Tejano USA.
and you're listening and watching Tejano Talk. Hey Nemo, how's it going?
How you doing, man? You feeling better?
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. I want to apologize, everybody. I was sick last week for about 5 days.
You have the chorros? What'd you have?
No, 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 no. You know how we had that big weather change? It got cold all of a sudden. I get sick on quick weather changes, and that Friday before hit me hard. And
Whoa.
yeah, I couldn't go to Did you go to any Cinco de Mayo festivals?
No.
See, I didn't want to chance it because I knew the my allergies would be kicking in, and I just wanted to stay healthy for this show, you know.
Got a
So
big
I
show
didn't do
today.
that. Yes, we got one of our friends of our show. Everybody knows our next guest, and he's been
But wait, wait,
on.
wait. You didn't do the boring stuff.
Oh,
Disclaimer.
yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you. Okay, let's transition.
It's flip.
All
Do the
right.
flip.
You're right. You're right. I forgot the stuff we have to do. All right. I want everybody to remember it's a gentleman's agreement, a lady's understanding. Tejanos got to support Tejanos. So please subscribe to YouTube, click that bell, tell your friends and about us and your family, and click that bell so you get notified. Right, Nemo? Just like
Sounds
Nemo
good.
does.
Yeah.
Just like
Sounds
Nemo
good.
does. All
Now,
right.
let's get to the
And
important stuff.
wait, 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 wait. We still got one more.
Oh.
Okay. If you want to contact us,
Oh my goodness.
yes,
Just trying to
you can.
get out of this.
You can contact me at buddy it's sahanotime.com, and
I can
come
hear
on,
a bumper in the background saying Yahoo. Nemo6753 at yahoo.com.
Yahoo. Okay, you know what? Maybe I should stop doing that.
Thank you.
But you know
Thank you.
what? Our friend Mark did it for us
Okay. Thank you,
again.
Mark.
All right. Thanks. All right. So, whoops. Whoops. I gotta hide that. Oh, I got rusty all of a sudden. Okay. Well, our uh, our guest is Bumper Gomez from Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, and he is celebrating his last week or the week before he celebrated his third year anniversary
Third
of
year,
Bumper's
three
Wacky Wednesday.
years.
So let's have Bumper. Hey, Bumper.
What's up, man? How's it
Oh,
going?
wait a second. Wait. Dadgum, I can't do this stuff, can I? Hold on.
Rookie.
He wants to compare to your show, himself to your show.
Hey, Bumper, you didn't have sound effects all the time.
He
Um,
has real sound effect.
I've actually always have
Oh,
had
he has
sound
the audio.
effects.
Yeah.
Um, I've always had sound effects. I
Yeah,
mean,
I should have
Wow.
had you do it.
Wow.
so
Yeah,
you
you're
let
the
me.
sound guy.
Really?
I'm
Really?
ready at any given point in time. No, I just
He
sometimes
said, hold my beer.
yeah, hold my beer and watch this. Uh, no, man. I've always had sound effects. It's just I'm a one man team. We've talked about that before. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's really hard to do the sound effects, read the comments, do the interview. So yeah,
Preach. Tell Nemo, because
yeah,
Nemo just doesn't understand to host and produce and do
yeah.
all
It
this.
could be a tough. It's a tough gig sometimes. I got hit with. Matter of fact, it's funny you say that because just this week, one of the comments on YouTube, because we simulcast the show on Facebook and YouTube at the same time, and I'm known to ignore my YouTube channel a lot just because I started it on Facebook. And Buddy would be the first one, Nemo, to tell you, "Hey, we're on YouTube. Don't forget about us." Right?
He
Uh,
I
cries
know.
so much over that, man. He's
yeah.
like, I can't
I'm
believe
chatting. It says send the love to YouTube,
he,
dude.
Yeah, but I had a guy wrote on there, and he's like, "Look, man, I really love your show, but I don't really like when you're looking at your phone, or the guy you're interviewing is looking at their phone, and while you're talking, or while they're talking to you, and what they don't understand is like, what's the first thing Buddy told us, Nemo? Get on your phone, go to the page, and turn the volume all the way down so you can follow along in the comments, right?"
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what we're doing. But to the people on the other side of the other side of the screen, they don't understand that. It looks like we're being rude. Like, hey man, I'm talking to you, and you're not. You're looking at your phone, but we're actually, you know, getting comments to ask them or for them to read what people are saying about them. So
Multitasking, that's today's society, man. Everybody does that, you know?
Yes. Hey, now
yeah,
Bumper, since you brought that up, you could see the chat without that's not on your phone, right? Through your iPad. I think you're doing through the iPad.
yeah, I'm through the iPad, but I don't see any chat in the room.
Well, because
Uh, I'm 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 I'm
we've only
watching
had
on.
one chat.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
you
only
know
see one.
what? So maybe you could monitor Facebook since you. Oh no. Okay, we're not
Yeah,
streaming through Facebook, so
you're not
there's
streaming through
no chat.
Facebook.
Yeah. Is
Yeah,
that
you're not.
something you should suggest to us?
I did suggest that to you when you started. I said you should simulcast on Facebook
Yeah,
and
I
YouTube.
know. This summer, this week is my finals week for my classes and stuff like that. So next week, I'm off for like 3 months. So I'm planning to do a lot of stuff. I'm gonna start doing Tejano Time video show again,
That's
and
cool.
yeah, and then I've got some other plans and stuff. Lawrence and I have a project that we're going to be working on, and maybe we'll talk about to you about it. See if you want to join, help, or whatever, something like
For
that.
sure.
Yeah, I know
Sure.
you're a busy man. Because how's it feel to have 3 years under your belt?
Well, it goes by really, really quick, man. It feels great. 3 years. I didn't really think that that the show would be where it's going now, and the amount of people who watch week in and week out, the amount of artists that call to get on the shows. Like I never dreamt that in a million years. Like, I told you before the first time I was on here, and for the people that didn't get to watch, the show had a humble beginning, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like literally, we were just having fun, me and my older daughters, and we were having some drinks, and my daughter's like, Dad, you can go live on Facebook, and that was the wrong answer. Like, what do
Right.
you mean? Like, yeah, Dad, like you can go live like you're on TV. So
Yes.
once they showed me how to do that, we
Is
were
it
doing
weird?
four. We were doing 4 hour drunk fest on Facebook
Yes.
Live with the Bluetooth
Yes.
speaker playing music, and it just slowly during COVID it evolved, and then a lot of my friends were in the industry, so I reached out to them, and they're like, "Yeah, man, let's do it." And
Right.
once you got some big time artists on the show, it solidifies the show, and then it's like, okay, if he did it or she did it, I can do it. So
You
that
know,
that that's what really helped the show grow.
yeah, you know who's coming on the show next week?
We already had Elias as our A.
Elias, yeah, Elias was a good show. But did you know who's coming next week?
Right?
Wait,
No, I don't.
Nemo, no. Stephanie's coming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to get her to come on.
As much as he stalked her and
Yeah, I
hounded
stalked
her,
her. She's getting tired of my
she
DMs and
finally
stuff like
agreed.
that.
Stephanie's she's very fun,
Oh yeah,
spunky as hell, and just she's just a great entertainer, man. Hands down,
yes.
one of the great entertainers we have in our industry right now.
Who
So
was your first A artist?
my first A artist. I don't know, Nemo, if you remember when we talked about Mario Marichalar, and Mario Marichalar was the lead vocalist, is the voice that many Americans think is Ramon Ayala
Yeah.
for 28 years. And when he broke up with him, with Ramon, he did an interview with me, and that kind of solidified the show. Next, we had Michael Salgado.
Yeah, you
Ah,
got picked
And
up
then it
by
just
Univision from that
yeah,
show.
so Primer Impacto took
Yeah.
some of our bits of our interview and made their own story of the whole breakup and why and the drama that was behind that.
Yeah.
So when they did it, he came back 2 weeks later and did another interview with me. So Mario Malachala was on twice before, so I owe a lot to him. I owe a lot to Michael Salgado.
Yes.
And here's the thing, guys, is that most of these A artists that we did had never done a podcast before ever. Like they most of them didn't even know what it was. Just something they saw on their phone that they could listen to. Um,
They've
but
done interviews, but nothing like 2-3 hours like you do.
yeah.
yeah.
30
I
minutes
drink it.
or
Drunk
Yeah.
yeah.
fest.
So we had Michael Salgado here, dude, and I really didn't realize how the show could grow. But after we were done, and again, they're live too, just like you guys are
Yeah.
live. They're live, they're not edited. So Michael shows up, brings a bottle of whiskey. He knows I'm a whiskey drinker. He brought a bottle of whiskey. Needless to say, that show we killed the bottle of whiskey, which I still have, that he autographed for me, and it stays in my liquor cabinet here
That's
at
cool.
home.
That's cool.
But he
So
brought
that
out
was
the
that a
accordion.
3-hour show?
Dude,
3
it
hours?
was two and some change. But the amount of messages I got was just like, bump. Like, you were just in your kitchen counter a month ago or 2 months ago. Now you have Michael Salgado playing Cruz de Madera right next to you. Like, and people from all my friends from all over the United States were just in amazement. Like, dude, he's at your house. Like, they couldn't grasp that, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
And it just grew, man. From that, it just kept going. It's a big snowball.
Did you know Michael before him coming into
Yeah.
your house?
How about Mario? Did you know Mario too, or how did you get those hookups?
So Mario Marichalar, I met through a good friend of mine. He's been a friend of mine more than half my life. Eloy Leja. Eloy Leja has been around the music business for many, many years, and so he was our mutual friend. And he reached out. He's like, "Bump, instead of getting drunk, why don't this guy? He wants to, so this happened." I said, well, "Come on, let's do it." So we did it, and then 2 weeks later, we did it again to clarify some things that were brought up after the first show. So he helped me get that. And then Michael Salgado, without getting too personal, there's somebody in the camp that I know very, 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 very good. And so I reached out to him, and he's like, let me ask him, see what he says. And then I got to talk to him, and he's like, yeah, man, I kind of explained how we're doing things. Like, it's chill, laid back. There's really no script, and I've never changed that format. Right. To this day. I don't sit down and write on a piece of paper like, hey, in 15 minutes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to ask this. I'm going to ask that. I don't do that. I just kind of go, see, look at that guy. I just kind of go with the flow, Nemo, like just, I feed off their energy. They feed off of my energy. And most of the time, my energy, I try to keep my vibe just, chill. I like to say, for the people who are watching, I really like the viewer to just be, if we were out having a beer and you were the third person at the table there, and we're just shooting the shit about, excuse me, I don't know if you cuss on your show, but
The fly on the wall.
yeah, we're just shooting the stuff, and you're the third person there, and it's the artists love it. The amount of comments I get about the way we do the show are all positive. Every now and then I'll get a guy in right field that, I can't stand the guy. And it's okay. Like, like you tell the artist, if you don't have haters, then that means you're not doing something right.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. So lately you've had, I think you were saying that you got your top 5 wish list already on your show. Like when Jay was there, you said this was one of the interviews you wanted. And
yeah, what Jay was tough, man. I mean,
how did that happen?
I told him the story. I told him the story about when I first was introduced to him, and Jay's very he's very vocal, but at the same time, if you try to go back and find interviews that we just did 2 weeks ago, you won't find it. You won't find a 30-minute. You won't find a 30-minute interview with Jay Pettis. No. Like he's just not going to give you 30 minutes of his time.
You're right.
And so their camp reached out to me and was like, hey man, I know before we have said we wouldn't do it, but we'd really like to do your show. Yeah. And we talked, and he came here, and he kind of like, we talked the day before, and it was, and I said on the show, so I'm not hiding anything, but he's like, hey man, I've seen some of your shows, and I really don't want to get too personal, whatever. And I just told him like, hey man, I don't call myself a professional, but I've been doing this for a little bit, And so just chill, like just have a good time, kick back, and just roll with it. And he did, man. And so when he left, off the cameras, Jay was great, dude. He gave me a hug. He's like, bro, Bump, I had a great time, dude. Like I did not know that it was gonna be like this. It was fun. So
You opened the door for Tejano Talk. I'm
well, there
hoping.
you go.
Oh yeah.
I'm hoping. I'm glad he had a great time, and I'm glad that you said that.
Yeah,
Because
no,
now,
it was cool, man. It was cool that he did it. And the week before him, we had the Godfather of Tejano music. David
yeah,
Lee Garza. We had his brother, Dickie was here. The only person who was missing was Adam the Deacon. And he told me I saw him the week after. He's like, Mom, I would have been there, and he had something to do with church, so he wasn't able to make it because I thought it was just David coming by himself. I didn't think he was bringing Dickie with him. And I said, man, I told Adam, man, if you would have showed up, can you imagine how many people would be so jealous of the show that I got all three brothers to sit down and talk, and I got a lot of comments from that. I got so much feedback from the David Lee show. Like, man, I didn't know David talked that much. Like David, he relaxed and he just opened up and just, I think people really got to see if you've never had a conversation with them. And for me, being in San Antonio, like I tell you guys, we're spoiled here. So I get to see him quite a bit. I'm really good friends with the manager, Joey. So I'm always around, not always around them, but whenever they're close, I make sure that I show up to shows. We always say hi, what's up, and it's a very we're very friendly. So it just makes the shows easier. We're not strangers, right?
Yeah.
You're not just sitting down with a stranger. And that's the hard part, Buddy Nemo, is breaking the ice, right? Just making sure, because sometimes the artists believe that you have a vendetta, or you have a vendetta. You're out
agenda.
to make a name for yourself or do something, and that's not me, man. The show isn't like that. I try to veer from that. I'm not TMZ. I don't do the drama stuff,
Yeah.
right? Have I been involved with some of the drama? Yes, but not because I'm
Not 'cause of
asking
the
to be a
show.
part of it or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. The shock jock effect. So, what have you been involved with? What kind of drama?
Nemo right away.
Hey,
Uh,
Hey,
I mean,
Nemo.
not drama, man. I just bring up some facts.
Controversial stuff.
Yeah, no, it's not controversial, man. The thing is sometimes I say things that I think a lot of people want to say, but people
like
don't say,
like the
right?
Beano show. The
Yeah,
Beano
yeah.
show.
So
Yeah.
I kind of just, I poke the bear a little bit, just to see what comes of it. And sometimes the bear is not the person sitting next to me. The bear is the people who I know who are watching. You know what I mean? So it's not, I'm poking at the artist. I'm poking at the people that I know that have stuff against the artist, or,
Right.
people have said whatever this about the artist. And I just want to, when I know the truth, I just want to elaborate on that so they know,
Right.
you know,
They
we
know
know
that
they're
you know.
watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
know.
what-
Yeah, so you know that we know.
Yeah. When we had Beano on the show, I addressed a little bit about that.
I
And
know. He was
I
like
w-
all over you, all over Bum for not doing the
oh, no, no.
show, for going hard on him, or what was it?
No. All those questions needed to be asked, and Bumper asked it. At first when he started saying, it, I said, "Damn, he's throwing him under the bus and stuff like that." But
Yeah, I heard that show, buddy. You did throw me in.
Thank you.
Nemo, you
no.
are right. He did come across. You did come. I
Wait.
watched that show. You did come across like I was being too aggressive to a point.
A little bit, but you know what? But I did say good things about it at near the end.
So that makes it okay.
Hey, buddy, but you forgot.
wait,
You
wait,
forgot
wait.
the title of the show says Bumpers Wacky
Thank
Wednesday.
you.
So you know what I mean.
Okay.
I-
All right.
Produced by
and-
Araldo.
yeah, you
Okay.
knew you had you. I mean, I know that you had him on the show before, Bino, and so me and Bino, we talk on a regular basis. He
Yeah.
knew what he was getting into, and he knew. He's like, man, I already know for the most part what you're going to ask me. I said, okay, well, if you know, then it's not going to be. There's no icebreaker here,
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you both. There is big changes coming in our industry.
Yes.
Big changes coming in our industry.
Like
Not going to
what?
be overnight.
Like what?
but the wave's big enough.
Okay,
The wave is starting to pick up. There's a lot of things going on in the industry. I'm just excited. I'm honestly, man, not because of this is what we do, but I'm just very, very excited about all the different things that are going on in our industry right now.
Okay. Now, I agree with you. I wish it was a little faster than what's probably going to happen. But uh, now you've taken different roles in the Tejano industry. First you were a promoter. Well, first you were an enthusiast. You love Tejano music. You listen to a lot of it, and then you became a host. But now you're starting to become a manager. You are a manager for at least one group that I know. Have you got? Are you starting like
I'm
a management
if
group?
you're speaking of Asalto,
Yeah.
I'm no longer managing Grupo Asalto. They have like a whole management group.
Okay.
People that have been doing it for years and years and years, which is great. I wish
Yeah.
them nothing but the best, nothing but success.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Being a manager was new to me.
It's a
But
lot.
I manage in a sense to where I help whoever I can help. If somebody called me, it's like, Mom, I got this festival, blah, 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 blah. What do you think?
Right.
I got you. Make a phone call and we work something out and boom, we get the group to the festival. So I do a lot of that. I really want to stay on the
On
just a
this side.
fan side. Like a lot of people, I'm not going to say who I just had dinner with, but the reason I was late is I was at a dinner with a well-known, been in the
Promoter.
industry for many, many years. And like I said, I Bumper's going to bring you some great things here really, really soon. And I think the whole industry is going to jump on board. So
You
I
don't
know
want to
you
give
guys
a
will.
Donald Talk exclusive here?
Yeah.
No,
Bust
no
out with it?
exclusive, man. I mean, it's really not a specific thing. It's just more of I would leave it more as a movement,
Okay.
right? As a movement, um, and I'm just sitting down with this individual, just super super pumped, man. Like I left there with another because Nemo, when you do this for 3 years, like you did all those video shows back then. Sometimes you get tired, man. Like
Oh
it's
yeah.
a Thursday night and it's like, hey Bump, I'm playing tonight at Smoke. You gonna come check it out? And it's
Yeah.
almost like, damn, bro. All right, yeah, I'll be out there,
Only
right?
because you asked, right?
Well, yeah, no. I mean, it's cool. I mean, just the other day, we had Fiesta here in San Antonio, and it was a Saturday night, the middle of Fiesta. The night parade was going on. Me and my wife were like, yeah, let's go check it out. Me and you will get out of the house for a little bit. And I started to see the videos of all my friends at all these places, and the traffic was crazy. I'm like, man, dude, do I want to go and do this? And it just so happened that we went and got something to drink, and we're driving back to the house, and I get a text message, and it's AJ Castillo. He's like, Bump, what are you doing? And I'm like, thinking about going downtown. Nah, screw downtown. I'm in Kyle. Come check us out. I got you. Like, you know what I mean? I'm a Jay. Me and Jay Pettis are playing. I told my wife, hey, you know what? Let's just drive the extra 40. We'll go that way, and we'll check it out. So we drove away from San Antonio, and it was cool, buddy.
Yeah.
You know what was really cool, dude, is that I really have not gone north of New Braunfels, so to say, in any events. I haven't. I've done one in Buda with all my friends from Hot Tejano, and I brought up Little Joe and David Lee, I believe, at a place up there, but never really that's been a while back. So when I showed up to this place, man, I'm showing up with my wife, and we were walking through this place, and people are like, hey man, hey Bump, let me get a pic. Hey, let me get a pic. Let me get a pic. So me and my wife get a beer, and we kind of we're in the back with our friends, and my wife looks at me and she's like, this is stupid. Like this is crazy. Right. And I said, it started off with one of these. It started off with the beer, you
Yeah.
know? So, and honestly, I believe a lot of people love the show because of humble beginnings. I never started this with the intentions of being at the Tejano show. I mean, look at the name, Bumpers Wacky Wednesday.
Wait a second. Today, I think it was today or yesterday, you gave me your a link to all your social media, and I noticed one thing underneath your name.
What's
Yeah, I was
that?
going, "Ooh, it's a Tejano influencer. Ooh, are you starting to get management yourself?
Hey, if it says that, I need to get a hold of you know who, so he can change that.
Oh, okay. So that was
The-
the link from
yeah,
Lawrence. Okay, I got you.
Lawrence made that because you've
Okay.
never heard
Well,
myself call myself a Tejano influencer, but that's what people call me.
but that's a great
Okay.
category.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
Yes.
that.
And
Absolutely.
it's definitely
I'm
true.
not saying that it's bad. I've never called myself that.
Yeah,
You know
Hey,
what I
yeah,
mean? I
nothing,
mean,
yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
Nemo, couple years,
Yeah,
we're gonna be
third year,
Tejano's
third year anniversary. We'll
third
be
year.
there.
Okay,
Yeah.
30-year
So,
anniversary. We call ourselves
so who were some
Tejano's.
of the crappy shows that you had? Like, say, whenever you started off, who was the one guy that just was belligerent when he got drunk and just couldn't handle it, or maybe,
Oh,
maybe somebody that was trying to get on your
I
show
tell
and
you,
you
it
said no.
wasn't.
Before
It wasn't a.
before you answer that, Nemo, if you want to start getting some of this insider stuff,
Well, I mean,
you
it's
need
3 years ago.
wait.
It's 3 years ago.
No, wait a second. You
It's
need to
2 years
travel.
ago.
You need to travel because Bumper and I, with the past two fanfares, we got together and we told like war stories about
Well,
this and
He
let's
that.
said
And
war
so,
stories.
well, I
let's
mean,
talk about it here, right here, where
no,
Joe
we can't. Well,
Public.
no. We
Oh,
can't
okay, so
send that
let him
stuff.
answer the
No,
question.
Nemo, I'll answer your question.
Okay.
There's really no bad interview. When there's alcohol involved, we can get a little wild. You know what I mean? One of the funniest interviews you'll see is look at J.R. Gomez and the Conjunto Bandits. I mean,
Yeah.
we're getting two sheets to the wind. Like, I mean, we're getting it. You know what I mean? And J.R. Gomez is just hilarious. But J.R. Gomez is an alpha male. But when he
Okay.
comes in, he's going to take over that mic and he's going to say what he wants to say.
Oh, he
Regardless if it's
did.
my show, he's going to say what he wants to say. Shout out to J.R. Gomez and the Conjunto Bandits. But those shows are just, they're fun, man. Um, I've never really had a bad show anymore. Like sometimes, depending on what kind of day I've had, I mean, maybe work, my 9 to 5 is just really stressful. I come and I know I still got to come and do a show that night. And it's like, man, I really don't know that much about this person.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, and I feel like crap, blah, 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 blah. They show up and they're excited to be on the show. So
That
it's
pumps you
not
up for
fair to
sure.
them. It's not fair to them to give me my, what I mean? Like, I'm not going to bring my vibe that I've had all day onto them because they're excited to be here. And usually some of those shows end up being some of the best shows that we had. We had a Texas country artist called Kaylor Lane. I didn't know. I talked to the dude one time. Bro, I love your show. I want to be on it. I gave him a date like 6 months. 6 months out.
Hoping you forget.
No, I knew he wouldn't forget because he hit me
Okay.
up every month. Like, hey, we're good. He showed up, man. They played acoustically, and I was blown out of the water.
Cater
Like,
Lane.
like it, I mean, their music made you, even if you didn't drink, you wanted to pop a beer. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They were so good. And, it's been shows like that where it just kind of just changes your vibe and people really, they dig it, So, yeah, I've really never had a bad show. I've been shows where I'm nervous.
Here comes the
Oh,
critic.
here you go,
Here
buddy.
comes the critic.
What's a bad
Hey,
Here
show?
comes the
we're
critic.
friends. No. I'm not saying you had a bad show, but there are days you're good and days that you're not so good, and it comes through
I
practice.
swear, man.
No, wait.
I
Hey,
don't
I
know
want to know
about
what
you.
days I wasn't good. What's he
Yeah,
talking
what's
about
going
right now?
on here, man? He's got
well,
it written down. Check
no.
it
This
out.
remember.
He's got it written
Because-
down, Nemo. You think it's
Yeah.
written down?
Yeah.
all right,
Go ahead.
wait.
Go ahead.
I take notes and I do
So,
my research and stuff
at
like that.
10:42, what happened?
And you know what? And I use your show as a resource. And so we had the homeboys here and Elias. So I watched both your shows that you did with them.
Okay.
Yeah, that first show.
Uh-oh.
It was way back. It was probably your first year you did it like that.
It was the homeboys didn't even know. Nobody even knew who the homeboys were.
I know you're right. Well, you're right. Uh, but yeah, you have skills in questioning, and I am jealous of your questioning skills. Every time I watch your show, I say,
Spit it out. Spit it out.
"But that wasn't your best show."
You,
Okay,
Like, and
but
I told Elias that, and he's going,
let
"What?"
me clarify that show. That show wasn't good because, and I'm not knocking what you're doing, because it was done like this, right? So
ouch.
there's a word that we call
Ouch.
it's called chiste, right? So
Okay.
sometimes I feel that when I do a or a remote show, which have you
Okay.
noticed in almost the last 2 years you haven't seen me do a remote show,
Yes.
porque no tiene el mismo chiste. It doesn't have the same as you're not feeding off of somebody. Now you put
Yes.
all the homeboys with me in this room, bro.
Oh yeah.
Your ribs are gonna hurt.
Shoot.
The second
Elias
show
alone
was
was good,
awesome.
man.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, ese bastardo. That's what he said.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
It was good. The second one was really good. And you're right. It is different having the group in your house and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
Those are
have,
the ones I
it just
enjoy.
having
gives
alcohol, yeah.
it
And the
gives
alcohol doesn't
a
hurt.
different vibe. You know, and again, I approach every single show as a fan, and I think that's why it's grown so much, and people really like it, is because you know you were saying your question selection. My question selection is just like anybody off the
Yeah.
street. Like, I want to know, why did y'all wear that sparkly shit and tights? Like who came up with that?
Yeah.
Which band was that?
Well, I had the and go back and try to find one of these interviews. I had the Tres Amigos. The Tres Amigos was Manuel Alvarado, Chato, and Juan P. Moreno, three of the original chamacos, minus Jaime de Anda.
I haven't
Front and
I
seen
had
center,
that.
Juan.
I had them on a show here, and they went back where they flew into Chicago, and their luggage didn't show up, and they had a gig. No clothes to wear for a gig. Tony Guerrero from La Sombra says, "Hey, we got some shit we wore last week. We can let you borrow it."
Oh, because they're in Chicago.
Right, because they're in Chicago, you know what I
Very
mean?
nice.
And they wore it, and that's where the high black boots came from.
Nice.
You remember they used to wear those high black
Yeah.
boots with chamac? Yeah, that's where
Yeah.
they got it from.
I never knew that.
Yeah, well, there you go. You learn something new every day.
I always learn something. Every time I talk to you, I learn something. You and Lawrence, definitely. Nemo, not so much.
Yeah. He ain't gonna learn nothing from me.
No, Nemo knows. I think Nemo just likes for you to at least attempt it, and he'll come and save you most of the time.
Okay. Well, that's why I got him here. He's got to save me like that. But, oh, by the way, congratulations on your article on Tejano Nation, your number one source for Tejano
The
news.
nation, yeah, my boy Romeo, man, Joe Henry, yeah. You know, that was cool, man. That was cool to be acknowledged by Tejano Nation, and you know, that's our official Tejano news, so to say. They do great things there. You know what I mean? They're keeping our Tejano relevant. You know, they always got articles of new this and new that. I just think that, you know, it was a long time coming for me.
Oh, that was your only article they've had?
Yeah, I've actually been mentioned there one other time, and that was on a Palomino's article where I interviewed Johnny, and they took some of the interview of what you know, the context of what we were talking about, and they credit it to the show, right? But Joe Henry or Romeo, they're doing a great job keeping everybody up to date with what's going on with Tejano. You know, go ahead.
Don't you also go on their Facebook Live also?
So back
Or
in
you
the
used to?
day, back in the day, when I first started doing the simulcasting, we had a agreement where I would go live on their Facebook at the same time. But here was the issue. The issue was it's called a cross linking. When I would do that, people would watch it on their page and comment, but
On
I
their
couldn't see
page.
the comments because it's like a whole separate post,
Yeah.
right? And I would go back and people were like, man, this guy's not paying attention to us. And it's not that I'm not paying attention, it's because I didn't see the comments until after I posted, after I'm done with the show.
Right.
So
That's
I
what-
kind of stopped. I kind of stopped doing that, and the show grew. I think most people who had watched over there are already watching it on Facebook or on YouTube.
I mean, they have all kinds of Tejano news. I mean, they go like to the edge of the genre. Like, do you consider Frontera Tejano?
Do I consider what?
Frontera Tejano.
I do.
You do.
I do.
Although
That's
I
a
don't.
whole nother show, Nemo. I don't know if
Yeah.
you want to open that.
Yeah.
That,
This
that
is
I
our
don't know if you
bumper.
want to open that door with me right now because
Yeah.
I'm hot on that stuff right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they're pushing the market somewhat, but I don't know if it's really helping our market as much as it is helping the.
Well, they had a
the-
thing with Bad Bunny, didn't they? Just
Yeah.
recently.
Oh yeah. They blew up big time, just like
Oh, yeah.
Peso
The
Pluma
thing with that is you know, I'm really getting away from using a word, two words actually, norteño light. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like either you're norteño or you're tejano, but that's where people came to me. Again, this is my humblest opinion. You know,
Right.
we have there's some big record label guys out there in the Facebook world that'll slam you down. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay, well maybe I don't, but this is my take on it. Norteño light came because you didn't the music wasn't norteño, but it was too norteño to be tejano, but it wasn't norteño enough. It was more tejano. So they said, okay, well, it's norteño light. It's kind of in between, right? So it's the accordion, the bajo. A lot of the hardcore norteños, they have the sax, and the norteño light take the sax out, or maybe add keys. So I'm to a point to where I'm not even labeling music anymore. If I like it,
You like it.
and there are people like us from the United States playing music, if they're from Mexico, whatever.
Yeah, no,
If it's
I'm
music
with you.
that I like,
100%.
It's music.
Yeah.
It's music. And
think
you
they're
know,
badass.
when Frontera came out, I made a post that I wouldn't say went viral, but I could tell you this: it had over 1,000 shares, and just tons and tons and tons of comments for days. You know, and I basically posted that, you know, how awesome is that these kids from the Valley put together a band that less than a year ago was practicing
Less
in
than
a
a year
garage.
ago, man. Less
right?
than a year ago.
And,
That
and
is
now
crazy.
they had the #1 song in the world, playing with one of the biggest artists in the world, collabing with, right? But 1 year ago they were in a garage.
In a
But
garage.
What was great, guys, is that it was people like us from here, from our state, and not just Texas. I'm just saying, they were Chicanos, man. They're
Right.
Mexican Americans, right? Or maybe a couple might have been born in Mexico and then they're raised in the Valley. Whatever. They're raised here in the Valley in the 956. They talk. They all speak perfect English. You know, some went to
Right.
Edinburgh, some went to McAllen, whatever. But my point is that, you know, we have these kids on top of the world that we can relate to, that eat the same food that we do, that were raised the same way we were raised.
Went to the same places.
And you know who's going to be the first to knock them
And
down?
they love the Cowboys.
Our own people. Instead of saying, hell yeah. Oh, why are you calling them Tejanos? I didn't call it Tejano music. I called them Tejanos because they're Tejanos. They're born here in Texas. They're from, you know what I mean? They're
They had an
Tejanos.
interview where they said they were Tejano. They went in
Yes.
an interview and they said that.
They,
So,
they said their music derives from Tejano, Norteño, everything that we listen to, and we all listen to it. That's why I'm really big on trying to get away from the names. And I know a lot of the labels come because of the award shows, and you know how to keep people. You know, this is a group. This is a kind of group. This is a kind. I get that. But man, I'm over that. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm over
Yeah.
that. Like
Yeah.
We
a
need to
Tejano
expand. We need to
that's
expand.
cool. But I'm not just gonna stop there, man. Like I want to interview Secretos. I want to interview De Parandas, Sencillos. You know, all these groups, man. that are what we call the frontera, not Grupo Frontera, but they're from the frontera and they're starting their own style of music. It's a
Yeah.
branch off the tree.
So you like Fierro de Ojinaga? You like them?
Yes.
See, they're like a sex thing
Yeah.
too. I mean, I love them. They're badass.
No, I mean, I love norteño music. I love regional Mexican music. I love our Tejano music. Of course, I'm a huge Tejano fan, but I think as our population is growing so much, I think the labels just need to be just the barriers need to come down, man. If you like it, you like it.
You like
That
it?
think about Frontera and that song, right? 100%. Just stop to think about something. I love your dogs, Nemo. They're awesome.
Yeah.
So
Thanks, Emo.
stop to think about this. For the first time, people from all over the world probably were hearing what a cumbia sounds like for the first time ever,
Yeah.
right? All because they saw Bad Bunny. Oh, okay, well, and or the people in Puerto Rico that know what a cumbia is, but never seen no dudes with no cowboy hats. That's not their cup of tea.
Right.
But I could tell you this: I got friends in Puerto Rico. I got friends in New York. I got family in Miami. Guess what's playing on all the Latin radios right now? All the Latin radio stations,
Frontera.
right? Go and look. Go and look. Go and look at. There's guys that do what we do, but they do it for reggaeton music. They do it for
Yeah.
salsa, merengue, right? And they have huge shows, buddy. I'm
Yeah.
talking thousands of viewers, New York City, Miami. And guess what? Guess what's the number one subject right now on the plate, on all their plates? You know what it is? It's the red, white, and green. It's the Mexican flag. It's the regional Mexican artists, the norteño artists, the peso plumas, the corrido tumbados, that falls under regional Mexican. They're
There's raza everywhere.
They are freaking out because they don't understand. They don't understand where these collabs came from and where this music was. How the hell did it become so big overnight? But go back to think of something though, right? You go back and look at the Latin Grammy Awards. Go back and look at any Latin awards that are televised.
They don't.
We're lucky to get one, maybe Intocable, maybe Los Tigres, maybe.
Or Bobby.
Maybe Bobby.
Right? Some dudes,
Yeah.
right, wearing a cowboy hat. Like the rest is all urbano. It's all urban music.
Christian
Yeah.
Nodal,
Right.
yeah.
And so it's almost like, we don't. We don't
We're
mess
afterthoughts,
with
yeah.
that.
It's just
You
a
know what I
We're
mean?
an afterthought.
And now it's not like that anymore. Now people, it's at the forefront. I mean, look at the kid Peso Pluma, dude. The dude had 3 songs. Listen, buddy, 3 songs in the top 10 Billboard charts of the world. Not Latin, not America, not Mexico, of the world. 3 of the top 10 songs are playing around the world. Spanish. His style of music. We should be pounding our chest saying, man, this is badass.
Yeah.
I know we kind of went off on another tangent, but where I was going with the fronteras, like we need to be proud of who we are, man. We need to be supporting everybody, even if it's not your cup of tea. That
Was he
dude's
the-
like me. I'm gonna support him.
Was he
You
the
know?
first on the Jimmy Kimmel show?
Yeah, he went on the
First-
on the Jimmy Kimmel show. But then we have things like this. I just saw this morning. Southern California is having I don't know if you guys are ready for this. They're having a taco fest. Southern California big festival called Taco Fest.
Southern California.
Southern California. Snoop Dogg, The Game, all rappers.
We have that. We think we have that something similar to here. It's an
Okay,
more of an urban
but-
show. Is that what you're saying?
Get with me, Nemo. All rappers, African American, and dude, do not get me wrong. I'm not going after the artist,
All right.
but why call it that? Right? Why? If you go to a country festival, and
Yeah,
you don't see country artists. You know what
Only
I mean? Like,
rappers.
you know what I'm saying? And it goes back to everybody wants our money, but nobody wants to support us. Nobody wants to put us in the limelight. and it's starting to change, man. And I think a lot of record labels, a lot of record companies, a lot of people are starting to open their eyes to see how big our market is. And Tejano is there, dude. It's there. We're knocking on the door. People can laugh at me and say whatever they want. I promise you, what I tell you guys, 2 years, 2 years, this wave is gonna go. It's gonna go, man. You're gonna see a lot of young people start coming up playing this music. You go to these places that are playing the fronteras, the secretos, the parandas. It's full of young kids. Spain, hey, not paying $5, $10, $15. They're
Oh, yeah.
paying $60, $100.
I just
So
went. I went to go to New West this past 2 weeks ago, I think it was, and I paid $50 to go in there. So the prices are changing, and it's
but who
about
did you
time.
go see? Who did you go see? Signo?
Yeah, Signo and La Tropa F. Well, not La Tropa F, but David Farias. You know.
So
Yeah.
we have a Tacos and Tequila Festival coming to Panther Pavilion. It has Flow Rider, has Fat Joe, Montel Jordan, Yin Yang Twins, Paul Wall, Ashton Martin. I don't see no actual Mexicano artists. So I hear you, man.
Hey,
I hear you.
but here's the thing, Nemo. Our people won't complain about it.
Yeah, and
We're,
we'll support it
it is
because
what
we're
it
all over the
is.
place. We're that big.
It is what it is, right? And that's what we need to change. And if people want to call me an influencer on that, then you guys have seen my wall,
Yeah.
on all the shows. Like I love our culture, man. And I never forget that I'm Mexicano. I never forget that I'm American. I mean, shit. I served this country for 21 years of my life. You know what I mean? So
You
nobody
did.
can come to my face and tell me that I
Go
don't
back
love
to
my
your
country.
country.
Yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Go back to your
um,
country.
but
Yeah.
I
but
think
but
you
I'm
did
also
3 tours,
but
right?
I'm also just very proud. I'm also just very proud of who we are, man. And really, that's what really motivates me to keep continuing to do the show and to bring, again, as a fan, for you guys to see the artist on another platform, other than walking up a stage, singing a song, walking off, signing an autograph.
What's the deal with the list?
I have questions.
He's got his list.
Oh,
Yeah.
can you like ask
Okay.
like a
Wait.
yes
Wait.
or no question?
No. No, I can't. Okay. Dang it. Okay. I know you're going to Milwaukee, right?
Yeah,
Are you going to Vegas? Oh, by the way, did you know I went to Vegas? Fifth down to Vegas?
buddy always he does this to me all the time. And this is what he'll say, Nemo. He goes, "I got a room with two beds, like, right." But
Hey,
Yeah,
but you're taking your
price is
wife this
not an
year.
issue.
yeah.
You're taking your wife this year, though, right?
No.
Okay.
Are you kidding? My
Well,
okay. Maybe you didn't hear this story. Okay, a couple years ago, when I was starting to do this Tejano thing again, the podcast, my wife said, because I'm trying to raise my daughter to like Tejano music, so anytime on the radio, Selena is like that, and my wife says, you know what? I never did like Selena, and I go, if she had told me she didn't like Selena when we were dating, there wouldn't have been a marriage.
Wow. Did y'all play Selena at your wedding?
Actually, we played salsa music because that's how what I was listening to back
All
then,
right, all right.
like that. But
Question number two.
all right, no wait, that wasn't a question.
Well, you just told him about is he going to
He
Vegas?
did. Yeah, he didn't answer.
He said
um,
yes.
man, Vegas is rough, man, because I'm doing a show in Bakersfield, California, at the end of this month. So we fly out to Bakersfield, and then
That's May.
yeah, it's in May, but time off, and then I got to take time off to go to Milwaukee
That's
in
August.
August. You
July's
know,
right there.
yeah. So we'll see. Maybe I'll catch a hot flight out of Austin. One of
All
them,
right.
them flights with no seats where you just stand up on the plane and hold on to the cable. And
Hey, the flight was the cheapest part of this whole thing, like that. But hey, I got an extra bed because I know Nemo's not going, like
all
that.
right.
All right,
Hey, maybe
so
one of our P1s is gonna go. You can invite them.
no, no,
There
no,
you
no, no,
go.
no, no, no. Uh, okay, so I know you're getting a lot of offers probably throwing at you. Like, I'm pretty sure Freddie Records contacted you for Jay for the release, right? Oh, how did Jay do on his release?
He did good.
He did very well. I mean,
Yeah.
I want to say he was in the top 3
He
on
was
the
number
Latin
3.
chart. So
Number
he,
3.
he did good.
Yeah, I
I
know
mean,
he
going
won.
against big time Latin artists. I mean, Jay
Yeah.
Pettis right here from our San Antonio. It was awesome. He was super excited about that too, man. You know what I mean? Getting people to pre buy it or pre order it, that really helps. So I was just glad that he chose my show to promote that, and being again another first time podcast. We popped this cherry right here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday.
Well, I'm hoping to cash in some past history that Jay and I've had back in the '90s because he
Because
was a regular.
he remembers you from the 90s.
Well, I don't look the same, but I talked to Roxy a couple of times. But Jay was a regular on Tejano Time, and Shelly was also, and of course Stephanie. And so I'm glad Stephanie's paying it forward, and I'm hopefully Jay and Shelly. I'm hoping my next one after Stephanie is Shelly. I want her here. I contacted a few others, and they're in the works and stuff like that. But
Question number 3.
why
Here
you
goes
holding it?
Nemo. Nemo stays
Oh.
on track.
Because he starts going off. He starts,
I need a
one
Nemo
time.
for Bumpers
Yeah.
Wacky Wednesday. I
No,
need
yours,
Nemo,
yours
what
more
are you doing
relaxed.
tomorrow?
You have
Okay.
3 hours to kill, but you're good, man.
Okay, wait. Are you still in contact with Rock and Roll James?
Oh,
Because I rewatched your interview with him.
I talked to Rock and Roll James probably a couple of times a month at minimum.
Okay, because Rock and Roll James has the. I guess he would be the biggest Tejano influencer on YouTube.
Well, I don't know if he would take. I don't know if he would take that
Title.
title just because
Just subscriber
hashtag PVT is not just music. Hashtag PVT is shows. It's political. It's not just you probably only see when he has the artist, but he does
that's
all
true.
kinds of stuff. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? He has wrestlers. He has business
Actors.
owners,
Yes.
actors. You know what I mean? So he has his is a whole different sliver. Does he do a lot of Tejano stuff? He sure does.
Yes.
He does a great job with it. He has a big fan base, and a lot of people love him. He's a funny dude.
Yeah.
But I can tell you this about Rock and Roll James, man. He has never once shunned his nose to me since day one, ever. Like I said in the interview, when I wanted to do this, I got his number. I called him. I told him what I wanted to do. He gave me a list of what to go and buy, and he's helped me ever since.
that's good.
Awesome.
So and we are working. This will be an exclusive. We're in the works of trying to maybe do a simulcast show where we have hashtag PVT and Bumpers Wacky Wednesday at the same exact time with both of us on each other's show in a sense, right?
that'd be
I think that would be really cool. So hopefully
Like
we
a
get that done
whole
here
show?
real soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has he given you any of those insider secrets on how to grow your numbers? I kind of have an idea how he.
No. He dude, Rock he's on top of that. One thing that
Yeah.
Rock and Roll, he's not lazy when it comes to making shorts, making clips, and that's how it grows.
TikToks.
But you also got to remember though,
It's shorts,
Rock
that's
and Roll
it.
James has been in the industry for a long time. That guy has more interviews with Selena than anybody else on the face of the earth. He's been in radio. He's still in radio. He has followers from radio. So
Yeah.
it's easy for him. I wouldn't say easy because he's worked hard for it.
He's got a history.
To build his clientele, his fan base on YouTube, and he's like you. He's just on YouTube. So what's that?
I was going to say, I looked at his Facebook numbers, and your Facebook numbers are bigger than his Facebook numbers. But you know what? I don't know if he simulcasts
But
on
he
his,
doesn't promote on Facebook. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
He's a
right.
YouTuber.
He's on YouTube. He's on YouTube, and you know what, buddy? At the end of the day, I don't do that. Like,
Yeah, no competition.
I don't, man. If he's promoting Jesse Turner and I have him the following week, well, shit, Jesse Turner got lucky. You get you get 2 weeks in a row, or people are talking about you. You know what I mean?
So
if that's how it works out. But
Back in the
nothing but
day, that's how
respect
it
for Rock.
usually. Back in the day, that's how it usually went. They went on a media tour,
a
so they
tour, yeah.
would
Yeah.
like that.
What is Rock and Roll James? You can't forget about my good buddy AC Cruz, the AC
Okay,
Cruz podcast, which
yeah,
is a traditional podcast. Like,
right.
the way we used to go on a Spotify, find your podcast, listen to while you drive. AC always has great interviews.
Yeah.
Um, there's a lot of people out there. Our good friend, Mr. Indio, like Lawrence, like there's a lot of people doing this, and people have asked me on other shows, is it are you in competition? I'm not, dude. I'm not. But you know what? I do find honor in a sense of, for instance, our good friend Emmanuel J. Right,
Okay.
Emmanuel J has a show where he, a matter of fact, I think it's tonight. I think it's on right now.
Wait, he's
Where
on radio though. He's got
no,
a.
no, no, no. He's on Facebook Live, and he has a show where he brings on guests and they sing songs. It's almost like a karaoke time, and they talk about the song, songwriters, the industry, and when he came up with the show, he's like, man, I didn't do it on this. I wanted to do it on Wednesdays, but we all watch Bumper Show, so I didn't do it on Wednesdays. And he had a reason why he did it on that show. So that's really cool, man. It just shows that artists are watching the show. Or when I get to talk to a bit, for instance, Bobby Polido. I got
Right.
to see Bobby Polido maybe a month ago, the day before Easter.
Okay, he hasn't been
So
on your show
so
yet.
yeah, he has not, but he has
Not yet.
promised me. He has promised me, palabra del hombre, right? He has promised me that he is going to make an appearance on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. We were going to do it that Saturday, but he was just he came in, did the show, fly out, and he had another show Sunday, Easter Sunday, and like deep in the heart of Mexico somewhere. So
Okay.
he was in and out, couldn't do it. But after the show, he pulled me aside. We talked. He's like, "Look, man, I want to tell you, I watch your show. I really love your content, and I know you wanted me on the show. We couldn't get it this time. We're gonna work on getting on your show. There's some radio shows that he has to do and stuff. So I'll knock it all out. But I haven't forgot about you, and I want you to know that I do watch your show. So that made me like, okay, man, cool. That's awesome.
Okay. Hey, it wouldn't hurt if you mentioned us too. You say, hey,
There you go.
I got a real good friend that does another show. You should be able to get
Hey,
on.
hey,
That's
hey,
for every artist that you have on there.
Nemo, that's like when you get the job at Fiesta, Texas. You haven't got your uniform, and the primos call, "Hey, can you get me in? Can you get? I haven't even got my uniform. I
That's
haven't even done."
that's Buddy. Yeah, he's
Promote.
like, remember me? Remember back in the '90s? Remember me?
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Hey, are we gonna do the chat or what's going on?
Yes.
Because there's a lot of
Okay.
people
I've
chiming in.
got tons more, but let's see
Well,
what other
we'll email
people.
them, text them.
I know. I know. Okay. Let's see. Let's go.
Shout
Whoa.
out
I
to
got.
Alicio.
Let's see. So there's Mart, Nemo. Okay, I'm going way back. Nemo loves to talk about the drama. Yes, he does.
Keep
Al,
entertained.
Allie. Hey, wait, is this Allie?
This is Allie.
This is the Allie. She's actually has a single out, and she's. We've talked about Allie because her
We
grandfather's a
we
fan of the
talk about
show
her every
too.
week.
Yes. Hey, Allie. I
Welcome,
really
welcome.
welcome. Yes. Hopefully you're
Thank you
going to
for
be an
tuning
avid
in.
listener, and.
Get you on the show.
I'm sure Bumper's going to have you on his show pretty soon. All right, or maybe you're on the wait list like everybody else.
I like the way Bumper
Okay.
just said what? Wait,
Okay.
what? Let me get,
Hey, Allie, I'm pulling for you. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Bumper Fest 2023. Is that a
well, it's in the
thing?
works. It's in
Is
the
that in the
works.
works? Bumper
It's in
Fest.
the works.
We want to do it. If it doesn't get done, 2023, probably maybe spring 2024.
Okay. Does it have to be in San Antonio? Can it be in DFW?
If the market's stronger there, why would he bring it here?
There's festivals all over the place in San Antonio. I'm
There's
pretty.
a,
We're just gonna add another one.
there's a festival coming up this weekend over there, right?
Where in San Antonio?
Right. Is it Conjunto Fest or something like that?
Is it conjunto, me dude?
I'm not sure. I just saw it.
I usually get a phone call like, "Hey, we're playing over here. You gonna come check it out?" Oh shit. Okay, cool.
The
Be right
Okay,
Bravo
back.
Record Shop, the Bravo Record Shop there in San Antonio is putting it
so
together. So
so bumper. Well, I guess you already got a lot of help for that because I used to put on concerts back in the
oh,
day in
here
the
we go.
'90s.
Here we go. Next question. Next chat. Let's go.
Okay. All right, but all right, I'm gonna let that go. Thanks, Nemo. All right, Allie says second that. Okay, cool. Hey, now are you gonna book? Are you gonna be doing most of it? You're gonna find all the sponsors, or you got a lot of help and you're gonna
Well, we're
putting
hoping
your
to get
name
a
on it?
we're hoping to get a committee that's where most of them had done something like this
Okay.
and put it together. It'd be the
You're not
first
gonna
year.
you're not gonna be like Trump. Just put your name on it,
Wow. Wow.
right?
Wow. Where did that come from, man?
Well, it says
Damn.
bumper fest.
Damn. Wow.
No, I know.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank
Oh,
you,
we
thank
just
you.
lost all our listeners,
Okay.
man.
All right. Oh, Alfredo, that's Allie's grandfather. He says, yeah, for Bumper Fest. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a band. I missed seeing his band play
Is
at
it Fijo? Oh,
Bash. Let's see. Martin says we love the show because you're a fan, just like the regular people. Bump. Yep. Uh oh. Uh oh. What's this? Dr. Joe. Buddy was trying to. A gotcha moment.
I guess whenever you were
Oh,
talking about,
throwing him under the bus. I didn't
yeah,
really throw you under the bus.
yeah, it just
Okay.
appeared that way.
I'm
No,
gonna
no, no,
call
no, no, no,
Elias
no,
right when
no,
we're
no.
out, right when we get off the show. I'm calling Elias, like Elias. We got to do another show
No, no.
just
The
for Buddy.
first, no,
No,
the
no, we're gonna
second
do
one.
another show, buddy, and
No,
it's
no,
gonna
no.
be. This
Hey, I
show is
totally
dedicated to
assist.
It's Tejano time.
Yeah, let's talk about Orlando the whole show.
There you
Okay.
go.
Oh, you know, you can. All right,
This
fine.
guy just hounded me.
Okay, but you got to watch all my shows from back in the 90s before you do that. All right. Let's see. Hey,
He's just
Lawrence. All right. Hey,
he's talking about
Lawrence.
still got his tag on his.
Because
Okay.
it's for sale.
People.
Nice.
Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, I told everybody to start asking you questions, but they're just saying hi. What's this? Mark said people knock El Plan for winning the Tejano Grammys because they don't play Tejano. I don't understand that one.
El Plan's a group from Monterrey, Mexico that won the Tejano
Ah,
Album of the Year. And a
oh,
lot
they
of people
did.
were upset because they were from Mexico. They weren't actual Tejanos, but they play a Tejano style of music. So
Do they have a single in the Tejano mark? Any of the Tejano radio stations playing them? I would think that would be a big
Are you like?
criteria.
so let's ask the same question to everybody that has a countdown, from the big countdowns to the little countdowns.
Okay.
How come they're all different?
Because it's to their market. It's like San Antonio's market is going to be different than
Nemo, for real,
DFW.
Nemo. I'm gonna go with you. Okay.
If
I'm
you
with
go
you
to the
on that.
top 10, back in the day, we did the Hunter review, and we would get different from different markets. We'd get from Laredo.
What?
We had from Laredo, Corpus. We had from San Antonio. They were all different. I
Dallas,
mean,
West Texas.
they had a little bit of correlations to some of them, but there was a lot of difference in the
But
countdowns.
let's say a countdown has a number one, a number two, a number three song, and those top three songs aren't even on the other four countdowns top 20.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I hear you. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying that there's a variety.
Okay. Mart says tacos and tequila is here in DFW.
Yeah, it's actually that's yeah. I'm
Do
not
they
even
have?
gonna plug it. I'm not even gonna play it.
Do
I'm not
they
even
have
gonna
Tejano
tag them.
music?
There you go,
No.
Nemo. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I'm not
Okay.
even
no.
gonna plug it.
Yeah, no. I just read you the artist.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the one you were talking about. I
Yeah,
didn't hear
yeah.
the name of the festival. Okay. Oh wait, this guy's new. It says
Drumaholics.
Drumaholics. Welcome. I said bring David Farias and ask them what happened to
Did you
Los
talk to David
Macacos.
about being on the show when you went?
No, I didn't talk to David because well, you know what? I do. I talked to Davis when I was in Vegas last year,
Oh, here we go.
like that. But and his brother was there too.
Yeah.
But no, because uh, I was there to see. I've seen David lots of times. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the hell out of that show because it brought me back. They were playing music
Oh,
from back in the day, oldies.
got it.
It brought back memories. But I was there for Soli though. Signal. and
Got it.
it was great. Uh,
All right.
I've got some ideas for if I ever get Jesse Turner on the show. I've got some ideas for him
Yeah.
like that. Not that
Good.
he needs my ideas, but it was a great show. Let's see. Mart told me about this. Why do you like pickles on barbacoa? That is just disgusting.
I can see that. I mean, they do it with brisket.
That's
So
pickled juice.
No
Well, and that's a
pickles.
marinade. That's not.
Pickles on pickle. No, we put pickles on a brisket sandwich.
yeah, yeah, they do
That's
it
what
on.
Nemo's saying.
Yeah, they
Not
do it
me.
Chick-fil-A. They put
I
Yeah,
don't
pickles.
put barbecue sauce or
Yeah, they
anything.
put
Just
pickles in
salt and
beer
pepper.
now.
yeah. Now I'm a big. I love pickles. Um, and where I'm from in Beeville, I'm originally from a town called Beeville, Texas, and we used to have a place called Ojedas there. And then when we were small, we'd always go and get barbacoa by the pound, and they'd give you a bag of onions, diced up, and a bag of pickles, and then the green salsita.
Okay.
And so we'd put the barbacoa. You make your barbacoa taco, and we'd put the pickles, and then the green salsa. He would actually use the pickle juice and jalapenos to make that salsa. So it even had that little tart flavor as well.
Yeah,
And that's the way I grew up eating it. And
yeah.
I would say most people who have actually tried it have all given me a thumbs up. Like,
Yeah,
man,
it
this is
sounds.
good.
Yeah,
I like pickles, but pickles are like a palate cleanser. It takes everything away. You probably eat it, and then you take a fresh bite, and it's like having it over again.
so you don't
Your
eat
first
pickles
fresh
on your
bite.
burgers?
No, I mean I'm not gonna take them off,
Yeah.
but I'm not. I
So you
don't.
do eat them on your burgers?
Yes, but it's not. The only thing I don't put on my burger is cheese. I don't want
Got it.
cheese like that.
You do popcorn and pickles? No. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
popcorn and pickles.
Buddy,
Yeah.
are you serious?
Popcorn and
Man,
pickles.
pull your wallet out right now. I want to see you have a Texas driver's license. There's no way that you don't eat
Popcorn.
popcorn and pickles, man.
Hey, I wasn't
That's it.
born here, but I got here as soon as I
We're
could. All right. Let's see, Lawrence. Hey, Lawrence. I said, I love the Bachelor with you guys. Nice to see you again, Bumper. Thank you guys for all that you do. Oh, he had a real good interview yesterday with Steffi Martinez. It's somebody I didn't know, but I do like her music. Have you heard of Stephanie Martinez?
Nope. First
Okay.
time was yesterday.
Okay, cool. Everybody needs to go see Bumper's and Lawrence's show. If well, everybody that's watches my show probably watches yours too. Like Bobby. Bobby is always on your show, Lawrence's show, and my show from California.
Yeah.
Yeah, and except today, Bobby. Yeah, there's nowhere for like this.
I
Let's see
got a
what.
message from a family in California that um they're it's two sisters, a brother, and parents, and they alternate who's doing the dinner, and they go watch Bumper's Wacky Wednesday at each other's house. So every Wednesday they
Oh,
all watch
Oh,
it together.
nice.
But it's like, okay, we're doing it at Nemo's house. Nemo, you got to cook dinner for everybody. Next week we're doing it at Buddy's house. We're gonna watch the show, and then we all eat dinner
Barbacoa and
together.
pickles.
I
There
It's
you
like
on the
go.
it.
menu.
Now we're ready to go.
I just take the pickles off.
I'm gonna make a
Okay.
shirt.
Okay.
I like pickles on my barbacoa.
Pickles and barbacoa. Okay.
Scratch off
Bumper.
Big Red and put pickles on
Yeah,
it over
there
there.
you go. That's a good idea, Nemo. Hell yeah.
Let's see. Bumper, I would like, this is from Lawrence. I would love to do a menudo cook off here in San Angelo's. We don't have menudo like y'all do in San Antonio. I'm not a big menudo guy. But yeah,
Well, the
we
way
can
you
invite
pronounce it, it
Bumper.
doesn't surprise me. Right? I mean, am I the only one that caught that? I thought you were talking about the band Menudo.
Menudo.
Freaking Nemo.
No.
Hey, did you know, in college, people used to mistake me for Ricky Martin.
Nice.
Yes, they did. It's true.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you,
All
Bumper.
right. Okay. Let's see. Allie. Okay. I'll be that on Saturday night. Okay. Oh, she's gonna be on AC Cruise's
There you
podcast.
go.
There you
There
go.
Awesome.
you go. Let's see what else. Nemo, you gotta help me with some of these. Look at
Put them on.
huh?
Put
Oh,
them
you can't see
on.
them on your side.
I don't know
Let's
which one
see.
you
A
hit.
Plan did a remake
Remake.
of Jay's song and did a collab with Bobby Plea. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
See, I learned stuff from Lawrence all the time. Wow, Allie's here a lot. See, I kind of was on the show when I was a child out, and Shelly talked about. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So, Allie did a song. She is a. I am a child, or she is a
I'm a
child.
child. I'm a child.
I'm
I'm
a
a
child.
child. Yeah.
Yeah, she sang on that. My brother says good night. Okay, thanks, bro. I didn't want us to read some of the other stuff. Uh oh. My brother says popcorn and pickles are good.
Yeah, come on,
Okay.
man.
I just no. Oh, my
That's your
brother is.
brother.
Yeah, Dr. Joe's my brother.
You
He.
must have not lived in the same roof then. I mean, what's going on here?
Oh, my brother has disgusting eating habits. Like, I remember he would take a bag of Fritos like that, crush them up in the bag, put lime and hot sauce on it.
That's great. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
tell us the bad part.
Yeah, yeah. Me and
you,
you are
you,
waiting for the bad part. Like,
yeah,
what are you
you
talking
actually pay
about?
extra money now for that stuff, man. Wow.
Okay. Oh wait, my brother said PB and J with pickles is also great.
I don't know. I don't know about that
I
one.
don't know.
I don't.
Yeah,
I'll
he's
pass on that
disgusting.
one.
Yeah. Okay. And Alfredo, this will be the last one. Hey, Bump, thanks for recommending Fideos.
Fidelos.
No,
He went
Fidelos.
to go eat where I took you to go eat.
Oh, is that okay? The
Yeah,
barbacoa place.
Fidelos. Yeah.
Well, that was better place than where Nemo took me for barbacoa when I went to go visit
Oh,
him. Yeah, their Cheetos
oh,
weren't homemade at that place.
yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Uh, I hate Mexican restaurants that don't make their own
You
tortillas.
know, my deal is barbacoa. I eat it normally with corn tortillas, those small ones, and that's what I like. My,
Yeah.
you're looking for flour,
My,
homemade.
my,
Yeah,
my,
that's
my wife's the same way, and
Both.
and that's more Mexicano way to eat it. You know, the more más Mexicanos they eat,
yeah,
that's the way they eat the
yeah.
barbacoa with.
You do San
Yeah,
Antonio's be flour. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Well,
South Texas, they love that flour tortilla.
yeah, but I do
yeah.
corn
They have
nowadays.
diabetes. They're losing a leg, losing an eye, but they love their flour
Hey,
tortillas. Boy.
hey, they move a chair today. They lost a leg. They gonna, yay. I'll
Give me
take two
more.
barbacoa tacos.
Okay. Now, this is
Gotta
probably
love those people, man.
this last question is from Martin. This is probably a question a lot of people want to know. I said, when is the merch website coming, Bump? I need more merch from my dad. I
Nice.
need some merch too.
Well, we got these hats right here. We got them in the Texas A&M color. We
Well,
got them in
we
the
can't see
UT
them. You
color.
gotta lower it
Uh,
down.
oh shoot, right there.
Lower it down
Uh,
more.
Lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now you're off the
Oh, there we
camera.
go. That's
There we
right.
go. There you go.
Right
Yeah.
there. So we got them like this is the maroon. Um, we have the burnt orange. We have black on black. So yeah, if you guys want t-shirts, caps, I don't have a website. I just
You gotta.
my wife's been working on it. Matter of fact, I got to poke her about it. But you just hit me up, man. Let me know what size you guys need or what color cap, and we'll work out a deal.
Well,
We'll work
you
out a
know what?
deal.
In one of the shows, the Homeboys, remember that cap that the guy had? It was real nice stitched. It looked like a license plate,
Yes.
like that. I think that would be a cool bumper.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to put all that information on that leather patch.
Oh, was it
The
leather? I
whole
thought it was all
yeah, like
stitched.
if it's like one word, like if it's one word, maybe, but bumpers wacky Wednesday on that leather patch would be kind of hard. But we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm open to new stuff. Like I said, these right here, these specific ones are for sale. I got a bunch of these, different colors. If there's a specific color or a NFL team you like, I've made some San Francisco 49er ones, some Green Bay Packer ones.
If
I got some Dallas Cowboy ones. I got let's see, I got some powder blue and red. So yeah, or if there's a certain color
okay,
you want, let me know. We'll get it made.
okay. I have a friend that can help you out with the website.
Who? Nemo?
Lawrence.
Yeah.
Lawrence just says I can make a site for you, bumper. He's real good.
Ah.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
Lauren. Man,
All right.
but see, Lawrence is one of those guys.
Yes, I
He is so
know.
awesome at what he does, and he is so nice. But
Yes.
it's like, dude. He's like, no, I just like doing it. Like, I'm like, no, bro, like you don't do, you know what I mean? So sometimes I don't really. If somebody says, I'll make you a website, you know what I mean? But there's a price to that, you know what I mean? But you talk to Lawrence, he's like, no,
Yeah.
I'll just do it. Like, I'll knock it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
And
he's
I'm,
done music videos for artists. He does a bunch of like flyer. I don't know what you call them, like announcements, like
Lawrence is
thumbnails.
he is a techie.
Yes, his
Anything new in cameras, audio, that guy's on it, man. So,
computer wise,
shout,
he can do it all,
yeah,
like
for
that.
sure.
All right, all right. Uh, let's see. Be back in a couple weeks to pick up. Oh, Mark says he'll be back in a couple weeks to pick up his merch. Okay. All right. It's way past Nemo's bedtime. And we
Nemo, what
appreciate
are you
you.
talking about? We're not even halfway through the show,
Hey,
brother.
I know, right?
Well,
You're
we're
ready
an
to,
hour
man. I
show.
see you looking at that watch. What?
Hey,
Dinner time? What's going on?
I got questions, but hey,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know
he got
what?
questions,
Well,
and this could go on forever.
Let's do a rapid question.
a rapid question.
Give him
All
some
right.
yes or
All
no.
right.
Give him some yes
I
or
don't want you
no's.
to waste your time that you wrote on that notepad.
Yeah, he really don't want you calling him after the show, asking him these
Okay.
questions, man.
All right.
Just
Yeah,
get it over with.
Okay.
rapid
Well,
questions.
this is something that I wanted to know.
Okay,
Did you get a questionnaire from YouTube about the Latin market?
I did not.
Okay, because
Next question.
That's a no. That's a
Okay,
no.
Nope.
hey, since you're not doing anything with Tejano Nation, and I'm looking to get on Facebook, do you mind if I contact them and stream with them? I don't want to step on your toes or anything.
Oh, you mean reach out to? Yeah, do it. If
Okay,
but
I
you
don't
got
know
to
if I'm
remember
going to do
though,
that,
that's
but
on Facebook though. You're on
right.
YouTube.
No, we're not on Facebook. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean,
Like that.
but what I'm saying is you got to cross post to Facebook.
Right, I can
So
do
you'd
that.
have to do that on the program that you're using.
No, but I could do it on theirs, and their Facebook will show up on my
Okay.
feed here.
I got you.
Because the platform that I'm using allows that, like that. Because I did that one time with Lawrence. Lawrence
We
wanted
got
to
it.
be the
We got it.
simulcast. Okay, I guess the dogs are barking now.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're ready to
Keep
get
them
fed.
coming. Hurry. Speed questions.
What's
Oh
the next
man.
one? Let's go.
Okay. What was the highlight this year for you?
Highlight for me this year was so far for the year was hosting the Tejano Mundial. La
Okay.
tercera entrega de los Tejano the award show. So
Okay. Do you have more shows that you're gonna do
yeah, I'm going to host in
besides
Bakersfield.
Milwaukee? Okay,
No,
Bakersfield,
Bakersfield,
Milwaukee,
California at the end of this month. Milwaukee. We got
Vegas.
a huge show in Pearland with Michael Salgado, David Ligarza, Lucky Joe, Stephanie Montiel. I'll be hosting that. It's an all day one there. So I'm the official host of that.
That's
With
in Houston, right?
yeah,
Pearland's
with
in Houston.
Quarter Moon Productions, Jim Luna. Shout out to Jim Luna. Yeah, so that one's coming up here in August as well.
Okay. And
The
maybe
Lolo,
Vegas?
the Lolo. I'll be hosting helping host the Lolo car show here in San Antonio.
Okay.
Here in the beginning of next month.
Okay. This is not your full time job yet, right?
Nah,
Okay. Yeah. Because, hey, how's the sponsorships going for you?
sponsorships
They're
really good.
good. Okay.
Yes.
Did you take my advice?
You gotta text me afterwards and refresh your
Okay.
advice. But
All right. Because back
definitely
in
no
the,
more lowballing.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
for sure.
Good. You need to ask for more and
Yeah.
shorter contracts. Okay. Yeah. You don't want to be on a 6-month contract. That's for damn sure.
Nemo, what's your contract with It's Tejano Time?
So I got the best price.
You already
Okay.
cut him off. You can't even hear him.
Because the dogs are probably barking.
He
I
has
didn't
it
cut him off.
muted. Okay.
Yeah, he's cutting himself off. But
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
glad.
My renewal's coming up. We're looking for a new co-host as we speak.
Oh, damn.
Hey,
You heard it here, folks.
Mart,
Oh,
Mart,
look at
Mart.
Martin.
Hey,
Mark's the man.
Okay, I think I'm not very organized in my things, but I think we hit pretty much everything that. Oh, you know what? I do have a personal question for you too, Nemo.
Oh, wow.
Okay, because I have a daughter, right? Well, this is just for me, and and Bumper's a big time dad. He's got like 20 kids. No, no, you got like 8 kids, right? But you have daughters, right?
I do.
Okay, and Nemo, you have a daughter.
I do.
Okay, I've been having an issue with my daughter and this other little girl that's kind of like bullying her. Any advice?
How old is she?
She's 8. She's in second grade.
She's
How
in
old is the other
second.
girl?
She's in second grade.
What kind of
Yeah.
bullying?
It's like, okay, okay, this is, my daughter makes friends with everybody, but this one little girl, she doesn't. And she wants to keep her friends close. And so when Olivia comes over like that, said, "Oh, you can't play with us." Because, and my daughter is friends with all of them. And so she, kind of separates the other girls and stuff like that from her and makes my daughter feel sad.
Well,
Did
I
you
would
guys
tell your
go through
daughter.
any issues like that?
Yeah, I mean, I would just tell your daughter like just ignore her,
I
right? And it's hard for an 8-year old.
yeah.
But I have an 8-year old son. Uh, just ignore her and tell her to just continue to be herself and play. Whether it's one person or two people, they'll eventually get over that little. She's my friend, not your friend, kind because that's what it seems like the
Yeah.
little girl is doing. But when they're
I
starting
shouldn't
to have
worry about
fun
it.
and you're yeah, I wouldn't
Oh,
worry
that's
about
part of
it.
life. Definitely part of life. Definitely
Yeah.
part of growing up. Yeah.
Yeah. I
But if
told
I
her
were you
that.
though, I'd see what kind of candy they like, and then have your daughter have a stock candy and say, "Hey,
Still out.
hey,
Oh
you want some of
man.
this? Want some Twix? Want to share
There you
Twix?
go.
But
Have her show up with some pickles and popcorn. There,
Nice.
she's done. There,
Yeah.
she got
There
the,
you
she's
oh
got
go.
everybody.
God. Okay, so you don't suggest because I know her. I know her parents too.
No. I wouldn't really talk to the parents. I mean, if anything, I would just tell the teacher like, hey, keep an eye on. I really don't want my daughter to be, getting hurt emotionally because of this. But just tell your daughter like, hey, man, just don't pay her no mind. You pay her
Okay.
attention, then your feelings gonna get hurt. If you just ignore her and just go about your day, play with whoever wants to play with you. Don't go looking for nobody. Whoever wants to play with you, do your thing, and eventually all the kids will see you having fun, and they're gonna want to come over anyway.
Yeah. I hope she could hold to that. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's pretty hard because she wants to be her friend. It's just
Yeah.
kind of hard to kind of ignore that part.
Well, they belong to some social groups together, and so when it's just them, the girl gets along. Everything is like their
Well, maybe
BFF.
you should tell her to talk to her friend. Say, hey, you really make me feel bad when that happens.
Yeah,
You know,
that's what.
something,
Yeah.
And
or maybe take them out like on
a
out
play
after
date.
like on a weekend or something. Yeah,
Do a play date.
get her closer to your daughter and stuff. Yeah, there's lots of ways, I guess.
Okay. Well, this summer they go to the same
Yeah,
summer camp. Been going to the same summer camp past 2 years, and they always get along during the summer. But this year they were in separate classrooms, and so, but at recess, all the second graders get together, and that's when she says, "No, this is my friend. This is my friend," blah, 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 like that. But I just told her she took, and I gave her that same advice to you about playing with the other kids, and but she's a little sad. And
yeah,
as a parent, we feel for our kids, but she's gonna have to deal with kids like that
yeah.
or
Definitely
people
gonna
like
be
that
something.
all the time. Okay, I
Yeah,
thought you.
definitely. What Nemo said, I would just advise you to do that, and be good.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Bumper, for being on the show. We're gonna have you
Yeah, man.
back
Big
again.
congratulations to you, bub. That's a
Yes,
I
badass
appreciate
3 years,
you.
congratulations
man.
I
to you.
appreciate you guys, and again, like I told you guys last time, I wish you guys nothing but the best success. And it does take a while. If you take any suggestions from me, it's just to be consistent. Whether you
Oh
got
yeah.
one viewer or 100 viewers, just be consistent.
Oh yeah.
Every week, and it'll grow, man. I promise you, it'll grow. I want to thank you guys for having me. Thank you for always supporting the show. Tomorrow night, Grupo Vidal will be on the
All right.
show. If you've never heard of them, They are the voices behind most of the Selena soundtrack from the movie. And if you've never heard a 3-part harmony, I promise you've never heard a 3-part harmony like these guys. These brothers are amazing. And, they got that new song, the old Garth Brooks song they turned into a cumbia. I don't know if you guys have heard it. This old highway's getting longer. They changed that to a cumbia. So if you haven't heard it, check it out.
Grupo Vidal, very cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they'll be here tomorrow, 7:30 on the dot, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, whatever your preference is. And
Okay, so you're on Facebook, YouTube. You have a TikTok, Instagram?
I do have a TikTok. TikTok. I do have an Instagram. Of course, TikTok, Instagram. I'm not so
Yeah,
like every
same
now and
here,
then
I'm
I'll
not.
post a live video on TikTok. But Instagram's the one I don't really do too much on, but I'm on there.
Okay.
Are you on Truth Social?
Never
Never
heard of
mind.
it.
Okay, good.
All right. Hey, Bumper, did you thank your wife for us when we were over there that she
I did.
was a good hostess and everything?
For having everybody.
Yeah.
She puts up with a lot, man, and I'm glad you said that because I mean, if you
Especially
saw,
last week.
you see last week, I was about to say
Yes.
she took over. They took over my whole house. We had
Yes.
like 45, 11-piece band, horns, everything. I mean, the whole neighborhood was outside drinking beer, listening
Nice.
because you could hear the band so loud.
Okay.
Wait.
There was this one guy. I thought it was a girl because he had long hair, right?
Ricky Ray,
Okay.
he's a sponsor of the
Ricky
show.
Ray.
He's a
Yes, I
realtor.
was gonna say, is that the real estate
That
guy?
that that's Ricky Ray, man. When you always
Okay.
hear me talk about the vibe, that's
Yeah.
him.
That's
Not to
him.
be confused with Ricky Martin,
No,
like they
'cause
did
that's
you.
me. That's me.
Yeah,
Okay.
like they did you back in the day.
I still see the resemblance.
Hey,
Thank you to
Nemo,
everybody else.
he said, Mumber, you don't do sound effects. I got you
All right,
tonight.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so anybody else you want to thank besides your wife? Well, I want you to thank your wife for me.
Well, my wife, my family, and I want to thank just everybody who continues to love and promote our cultura and our music. And again, to both of you, thank you for what you're doing and continue to do what you're doing. And yeah, just invite everybody to the show, whether on Wednesdays, Facebook Live on Facebook and of course YouTube.
All right. Okay, everybody, make sure if you haven't subscribed for Bumper Show, please do so. And I have a great time every time I say it. And thank you for all the shout outs you've been giving me on Wacky Wednesday.
I
Or
got you,
else,
Nemo.
or else you'll hear from it if you don't, man. You'll hear from it if you don't, man.
You know
You
it.
know,
You know it.
he's typing it. Hey, I'm here. Oh man. All right,
All
this is
right,
shout out
all
to
right,
Bob.
all
To
right, all
Bob.
right, all right, all right. Okay, and make sure you watch Stephanie's show next week. All right.
We will.
Okay.
Hey,
Because
so is this how you end the show or what?
well, we're gonna thank
Actually,
you, log you off, and then
we yeah, and then
then
we.
we. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now we're gonna get cut at on YouTube. Oh, you can't play this. All this music. All right, Buffer. Take care.
Y'all be good, man. Thanks for
All
having
right.
me.
All right. Bye
All right.
bye.
Bye.
Okay. Hey, Nemo. I think that was a great show. I wish you didn't have to go to bed so early, but I think this might have been the longest show.
It it it,
It's an
it
hour and a
is, yeah.
half.
Yeah, I'm like
Wow.
my doggies are killing me, so
I know, but
yeah.
all right. So I'm Oraldo for It's Tejano Time,
And I'm Nemo with Tejano USA.
and you've been. Oh wait, everybody, please subscribe to. Wait.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, let's go back to this. Please
Like,
subscribe,
yeah.
hit that bell to everybody, and don't forget next week Stephanie's going to be with us. Stephanie Montiel. Okay. All right. So make sure you click that bell so you get notified. All right. Thanks, Nemo. And you've
Okay.
been watching Tejano Talk. All right. Later. End broadcast.